Hi there, welcome back to my channel. It's Krista here to do the weekly reading for the sign of Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. If you don't know your Moon and Rising sign, Scorpio, there's a link in the description box where you can find your whole birth chart. And that way, if you want additional messages for the week, you can always look at your Moon and Rising sign readings as well as your Sun sign reading today. So this is for Scorpio for the week of August 1st to August 8th. We'll be using the Wisdom of the Oracle Tarot here for your 5-card main spread, and then be drawing additional message cards from each of the Healing with the Angels Tarot and the Medicine Card Tarot. This is a general reading, so whatever is most prominent in your life this week, Scorpio, I will encourage you to apply these messages to, and hopefully you find them helpful and healing. So what does Scorpio need to know? If it turns out all the information here is already available to you, or you already knew about this, will just act as confirmation, Scorpio. On the other hand, there could be helpful information here that you weren't aware of. So that's why I ask, what do you need to know, as opposed to what are general messages. So let's get 4 more jumper cards and get the story, get a snapshot of what the week looks like for you. All right, we just need 2 more jumpers here. All right. Wow, Scorpio, no small beans for you, my dear. Okay, so I'm just going to read the cards in their position and then just give you a general snapshot before going over them one by one with you, okay? First of all, I just want to say I'm loving this. This is just beautiful energy. Beautiful energy, like really healing energy I see happening here. So in the central position, and this represents you this week, Scorpio, we have the card Higher Power. This is ascension to the nth degree. This is spiritual with a capital S. This is not only being knowledgeable about, but being ready and willing to work within a higher consciousness. This is beyond knowledge. This is the application of knowledge. This is also a calling to a higher power, to a higher self. You're being asked to evolve here, Scorpio. Probably not surprised, are you? Because you are coming from a place of sheer happiness, of celebration, of knowing something you didn't before, and it feels like finally. It feels like, oh my God, I get it, or I understand how to apply it now, or this means so much more to me now than it did before this happened, or that person said this, or this is about having information that was available to you for probably a long time, that you either didn't know how to apply or weren't ready to apply. And this, because it's not a qualifying card, because it's not in the outer circle, this is representing you. This is about you being in it. This is about you being in a higher power. So if you're feeling this at all, please don't think it's just your imagination. This is a really incredibly powerful place to work from. And when I say work, I just mean from, to go about your day from, right? No matter what you're doing. This doesn't have to be a work issue, obviously. It's a just general manner. So whatever is most prominent to you. But regardless, if this is about work or travel or health or relationships, this is where you are going to begin from. Okay, so your what do we call it? Like our starting point, or our jumping point isn't where it used to be. You've reached another level for yourself. So this is really beautiful to see here. What energy that you're just coming out of or bringing into the week is the happy card. Like I said, this is pure celebration. This is about unlocking mysteries. I'm going to be drawing your attention in just a moment when we look at these one by one to the fact that there are two keyholes represented in this spread. It's not impossible, but it is really rare that we get either, two eggs or two owls or two hummingbirds or two keyholes. Like, this just means it's exemplary. It is building on itself. It is multiplied. Okay, so something really deep, really evolved, really central to your spiritual, emotional, and psychological growth and awareness is coming to the fore. And like I said at the very beginning, I feel like you've been aware of this, and you've been in even receipt of this. You might have even tried it before, and it felt uncomfortable, or it wasn't the right time, whatever was happening there. But very clearly now, this week is like, oh my God, I get it. I'm putting it to work, and it's working for me, and I can feel it. And everything that isn't that now is kind of like meh, which is kind of cool. And I say that because we have the milk and honey card as your probable outcome card for the week. Milk and honey in this deck, its keyword for me is nirvana. This is just a pure goals met, feelings returned, just feeling really welcome and positive and healthy and aware and really grateful for everything. I mean, look, getting to this position and opening keys to your consciousness really does take some down times. It really does mean rather kind of having experienced the opposite of those things. And it sucks. It really can. It can hurt. You can go through a lot to get to these higher levels of awareness, but in my view, they're part and parcel of getting to this position. In fact, I just don't think you'd be able to appreciate this had you not experienced what you had to go through, what you had to experience, what you had to leave or lose, or give up or change, whatever that means for you this week. But I feel like its payoff is so significant, so powerful for you, that you wouldn't trade it for anything. And it's so important, Scorpio, and I mean this, it's so important to have come from that place to be here, because there's no appreciation for this place unless you've been unless you've been in a lower power, right? A lower vibration place. So this is going to feel like, oh my God, like I get it. And I'm going to work from here now. I'm going to, come from this higher power place in my life, no matter what I'm doing now. And it's just going to pay off over and over and over for you. And another thing that I'm seeing here, which is just so beautiful, and the reason why I say there's healing going on is because mending is in the what is working for you position. Look, you're not messing around, and I'm excited for you because of what's going on here, but you are doing some really intense work here, or what you need to know is that intense healing work is necessary here. Like I said at the very beginning, if this is information you're already aware of, consider this confirmation. On the other hand, if you're wondering how to get to these places, or if you're wondering what to do next, or how to achieve, etc., the reason why I ask what do you need to know when shuffling is because this is available to you. And if you're not aware of this for any reason, please be assured, if healing and mending rifts, problems, concerns, again, whatever's most prominent to you this week, when that is mended, this is what is available to you, okay? And then what is working against you, or what you need to become aware of, is between worlds. And I really just feel like this being here is just about the time it's taking for you to get from the dark, as it were, into the light, or from a lower into a higher vibration, however you want to look at it this in that regard. But what could be working against you is that you're taking your time. Maybe you're talking yourself out of something. Maybe you're trying to find an area of error or incompleteness in something that truly is complete for you, and now you're able to build upon it. So it could just simply be a matter of over examining something. And this is old pattern. This is old energy. Okay. And that's really all it is. So please don't read into it too much or anything like that, Scorpio, because it's an inevitability here. And it really is up to you. No one can push you. No one can entice you. No one can pull you into this. You cannot be bribed, so to speak. You just need to figure this step out for yourself. And once you take it, this sense of nirvana is available to you. I'm just blown away at how beautiful this is. And I really love seeing this for you, because if I recall, the last couple of weeks, your readings have been a lot of energy. You've been putting a lot of soul searching and energy into trying to get to the bottom of something, like revisiting something so that you know it inside out. So I really see a lot of that coming to fruition this week. And I think one of the last tasks that you may need to accomplish here, or that the next phase of your higher vibration is the continuation of the healing. So congratulations there if that's what's going on, because I understand how much work that is. And I just want to thank you as a member of the human race, because I truly believe that when one person is able to heal themselves and grow and evolve, it benefits all of us. It really does. We're all connected, and all the work that you do and all the awareness you have benefits the entire human race. So I appreciate that personally. So thank you for doing this hard work. I know it's not easy. So let's go through these one by one briefly. You'll look at the first and foremost in this card, the main concept, of course, is the color for me. We have ascension colors here, mauve and purple. We have her in a spirit mode. She looks like an angel. And of course, the key in the center of her forehead. This is something that belongs to you within your own psyche. You have made this. This is yours. It belongs to you. You created this. You've unlocked something. You've produced something. You've learned how to apply something that on its own had power, but wasn't powerful. It's almost like the idea of, how we've been brought up and we were told all of our lives, knowledge is power. And there's a great deal of truth to that. Knowledge can be power, right? But it's only powerful when applied. And I think that's what's going on here, is that you said, oh yeah, no, I know, I get it. I totally understand it. Nothing about it is a mystery to me. Oh, I just need to do it. Or I just need to apply it, or I just need to act that way, etc. That's what I see going on here for you, Scorpio. And because, look, we have happy, and milk and honey. We have literally happy and nirvana on either side of that. That's why I'm so confident in saying that you are seeing the immediate results of this, and you're like so pleased that the only thing that can trip you up this week, I really feel this, the only thing that's going to trip you up is overthinking it, or going back into, older patterns of behavior and thinking and conceptualizing and so forth. So just watch that you're not tripping yourself up there. Continue on the path of healing. You are stemming from a place of celebration. Perhaps you have actually done this for yourself. You've created a celebration for yourself. Maybe you've treated yourself to something for or many accomplishments here, and you deserve it. Do it. Do what you need to do here to reward yourself, because this is a beautiful place to get to. And it's fun to reward yourself. It's fun to make it feel like you deserve something beautiful at the end of that. And that's a way to treat yourself. I often do that myself. If I've accomplished something, I'm like, you know what? I deserve something nice at the end of that. And that's all this is. We have one of the ancient symbols of pure joy. Of course, we have the hummingbird here, and symbols of celebration. And I'm going to draw your attention again to the egg with the keyhole in it. Like I said, 2 keyholes in one spread means that you have the secrets. You have it. You've possibly have had it for a very long time. But this is the difference between having it and applying it. Okay, so this is happiness in action, manifest. So just beautiful to see this, and there's no hiding from it. It's the type of thing too where you've probably experienced this too. If you're around someone who's gloomy, it's probably going to rub off on you, whether you want to or not. And the opposite is true. If you're around someone who's pretty happy and has a lot to celebrate, that's going to rub off on you too. So I think you're just recognizing stuff like that in the material world. What we think about, we bring about. And I know you know this, but you're applying it. So congratulations. It's a beautiful place to go about our day, to go about our lives. The minute we wake up every morning, we're like, oh yeah, I decide how I feel today. I decide what's important to me today, what direction I move today. So in keeping with the healing theme, we have the mending card and what's working for you. Keep this up, Scorpio. This is truly your guiding principle right now. And again, I can't thank you enough, because imagine for a moment if every zodiac sign in the world this week did this. How beautiful things would feel, how many stories would be said, how much forgiving would be done, and this is just external. Imagine if we did this for the same amount of time within, if we mended our concerns and our hurts and our traumas, and we made that important. So the fact that you're doing this is really substantial to the human race. So keep it up, because it helps you as well, obviously. And I hope that you can feel this for yourself. This is helping you out of something. It's also going to touch someone in your immediate circle. This is going to, maybe it's not important to you that it touches everybody, but I do insist that it will help someone close to you, who matters to you, who's important to you. And even if that's all that's important to you this week, keep it up for them, because they're watching, they're paying attention, and they benefit. Okay, so really keep up the healing vibe, keep up the healing work. It's really it's a beautiful situation for everyone involved. And again, with the between worlds in your what do you need to know, or could be working against you, like I said, I mean, there's no overt concern here, but there is an availability to joy. This is the second uh, point of second image of the hummingbird. So we know that there's joy, capital J, joy, available to you, right? If you were to step into it, you just need to leave whatever you think is holding you down or keeping you back. It could be an old thought process. It's very likely that it is, especially if this is a little bit of a new world for you. But ultimately, it's just about taking that step. My only caveat here would be about if there's any meanderings or any what do we call it when we ruminate, right? If there's any rumination that goes on, say more than 10 minutes this week, about old patterns, old beliefs, old hurts, whatever you've left, if that starts to creep up into the week, remind yourself, you know what? That's over. I'm not going to overthink that anymore. I'm in a new place. I'm in a new vibration. This is where I am now. That's old news. And I really think that's going to help you just naturally move in to the new world that you truly belong in. This new, beautiful, like applied knowledge world. And again, with the milk and honey as a probable outcome, nirvana. I mean, just look at some of the symbology here. We have like full bottles, for example, so like a full and a richness, and just this bathing in this richness, the sun and the rainbow, and just feeling like celebratory and part of something much, much bigger than yourself. And I really feel like God or your guides, your spiritual guides, are smiling on you. And if you feel that, go with it. It's really important to feel as though we are going in the right direction, especially if it feels good and it happens to be new for us. So just rest assured here that it looks like you're going in the right direction toward higher consciousness here. And so, and recall here too that it's nirvana with a capital N, all good and beautiful and blessed and truthful things do belong to you, and you belong in that state. So there's no apologizing for that either. Sometimes when we grow beyond other people or concepts or even relationships, there could be someone sometimes who can try to pull us back or let us down, and it brings us back into old patterns, right? So just recall here that, you know, you just refuse to go back into those old patterns and habits, Scorpio. They're not serving you anymore. Not that you have to cut people out of your life necessarily, but you could cut down time with them, right? Or that's probably the easiest way to do it. But generally focus, keep your focus straight and steady, and I think that you will keep moving in this beautiful direction for yourself. Signs is one of your additional cards here. Again, with the higher power, keep in this level of higher consciousness, okay? This higher spirituality for yourself. Signs is also a way of letting you know that something greater awaits you. Something is available to you if you keep going in this direction that is going to bring you to your highest purpose. So don't be afraid. If there's any fear here, try to dissolve that in any way. Release it if you must, to a spirit guide or to God, or ask for assistance at this time. But try not to let it weigh you down, because the signs are distinctly saying you are moving in the right direction for yourself. Keep the faith, Scorpio. It's a beautiful week ahead, and it's meant to be enjoyed. So trust that this is available to you, and that it is that it belongs to you. You have no apologies to make for this. All right, so we're just looking for one more card in addition to the rest of the spread here, just to get another little inside look into what's going on here. This is the Medicine card Tarot. And we're just looking for one more jumper. If I don't get one, say in the next couple of shuffles, I will pull one from the center of the deck for you. Wow. I am not being ridiculous here. I'm being extremely serious. This is your third hummingbird in the spread. I've actually never seen this before. Hummingbird's keyword is joy. Listen, I just want to finish by saying this. If you feel this isn't available to you or it's too much work, please put it away. Please put it away. The world needs you right now. It needs your joy. It needs your experience with joy. It needs you to live in this state. If you feel like this is something you're going through and you don't feel you deserve it, or it is too much work, please ask for help. It's really important that you keep doing this work, Scorpio. It's really important that you keep personally ascending and you keep healing. Joy with a capital J is available to you. And I want to add as well, you bring it to the world. You bring it to the world, Scorpio. So never think for 1 second what you're doing in your own personal world, in your own personal evolution isn't important. It's essential. So thank you so much. And remember here that joy is a really big part of your week this week. So beautiful. So happy to get to tell you this. And if you have a second, let me know how it works out for you. I'm genuinely curious. And if you're not already, subscribe to my channel, because I upload videos for your sign every single week. So until we meet next time, Scorpio, take good care of yourself. Bye for now.